Hello, dear students and my colleagues, friends. Warm welcome to Dr. Zia Ahmed YouTube channel. All of you know that these days a big issue has crept into our social, political, as well as academic lives. I am in this video concerned only about the academic life. Research have been really a tough process, and for this purpose, a lot of time, energy, and resources are required. But I'm seeing that the advent of artificial intelligence had made it far easier because it can summarize the books, it can make the points, it can write literature review for us, it can suggest methodology and theoretical frameworks, and even it can conduct analysis. And many of the students are taking help from that. Now, the question is what should be done? Should we kill the spirit of research that has been working for so many long years and has been paving ways for the creativity and originality and the kind of new generation production of the knowledge? Should we do away with that and hand over everything to this artificial intelligence? Now, this is not the question that how much we should do. This is not the question that we should run away from our duty. I think a type of balance is to be created. Herein, I shall try to answer the question how much we can rely on, how much paradigm shift of research we need, especially with reference to literature in English, or how much our researcher in MPhils or in PhDs should take help from that, and how they can maintain with the kind of quality of research. And it is very much necessary to talk about because we need to do research definitely, the job of the universities most of the time, and policy has to be formed on the basis of such genuine researches. The question is to be seen how much we can walk with chat GPT type of thing, artificial intelligence, or how much we need the human factor into it. Let us see, enter into the video and see what we can do and what we cannot do. First of all, AI has initiated paradigm shifts across disciplines. Now, this is not the case only with literature or with language, it is the case with every discipline, be it scientific, natural sciences, material sciences, or any other sciences or humanities or social sciences. AI has crept everywhere and it is giving benefit to the people, and some people are getting positive benefit out of that and some are getting negative benefit. In case of literary studies, there is a kind of evolution going on because AI has provided number of tools with the help of which not only literary pieces can be read out critically, but also a type of analysis can be initiated. Finding out the things which are required is possible, but it has raised the question who will be the author of that type of research? Will it be the researcher or the chatbot? Where would lie the originality of such a research? And the interpretation, which does not come from the human mind, it comes from the machine mind. Will it be as much workable as the human mind research or human involved understanding and analysis is concerned? For this purpose, let us dig deep into it. The AI as a tool for literary research, if we try to think in these meanings, we can see that AI can help us to find out the themes which possibly were present inside the pieces of literature, maybe in the today's pieces of literature or yesterday's pieces of literature. One can go back and try to map out the differences, the similarities of the themes which existed across the centuries of literature. We can also go to find out what is the intertextuality connection between different kinds of texts. The texts which were written in the age of Greek people, Roman people, after that in the Renaissance period, then ultimately when the empire, British Empire came into being, and the post-coloniality and decoloniality gave birth to number of other literatures also, we can take help from AI in order to see what is the intertextual element available in whole of these literatures that possibly can help us to go for researches linking it from the past to the present, and we can also measure the type of changes synchronic or diachronic which have been taking place. So in that way the scope of literary studies has increased. It is not just the literary pieces which are being read today, it is the literary pieces of the past time, that would also be included into that. And the connectivity, intersectionality, intertextuality, all will be possible. So, as a result, the text mining would be possible, sentiment analysis would be possible, and pattern recognition in the wink of an eye can be done. So, that is the major benefit of AI if it is used as a tool for conducting of research. Now, the problem of authorship or the creativity. For example, generative AI challenges originality. So this is something many of the people opine that when we are using ChatGPT, it is the human mind which had already created material, and out of that, very beautifully and very successfully, of course, AI selects the material, connects it logically, and presents to us. But will it be original? Because it has been copied from different sources created by the human beings already. Perhaps still the time is far away when this very chatbot will be able to create originality into it, maybe so, but right now it is not possible. It is the copy of the copy. As Frederick Jameson and the other theorists of postmodern era have been claiming that the whole thing is going to be copy of the copy, and again copy of the copy. That simulacra thing we can definitely see into the non-original productions which is happening today. Then ultimately comes the next one. AI as collaborator and competitor. Yes, if it is used as collaborator, I mean, it can be the type of assistant of research. If it is used in this sense, possibly it may work for us better. But still, it will be a competition between the man and the machine. And as a result, it has, when expanded our focus to the machine, co authorship will be there. That means there will be no unique authorship of the machine nor that of the human mind, but it will be kind of co creation. And this is the very thing which is taking place. Well, therefore, if we at all need to live and survive in the researches in literature, or we want to continue with that, we cannot run away from machine. It will be there alongside us. So we will have to redefine the creativity and originality so that a good accommodation of artificial intelligence tools can take place, and we may be able to proceed further in the best possible way in the current age of technology, especially in the 21st century. And same would be the case with the pedagogy and methodological processes that we shall have to undergo. For example, we shall have to integrate digital humanities skills. The people who are expert of digital humanities, they can understand that it is necessary that these skills should be workable in almost every humanities subject or social sciences subject at least. By combining the close reading and distant reading together, we can achieve this type of target. And similarly, as a result of AI would enhance multi-scalar approaches. It means that if we are reading one piece of literature, that may be difficult for the human mind to understand and relate it with different other parts of literature to understand. That with the technique of comparison and contrast, AI would help us to generate that. So as a result, it will provide a type of pedagogy or technical expertise in order to understand literature and analyze and interpret these literatures as well. So it means that it will be reflecting new identity of literary studies. The total paradigm shift may not take place, but the new paradigms, the new variables, and the new tools would be available in case of literary researches. Same is the case with the other kind of things. Let us see. For example, critical discourse on post-human conditions. Right now, the scientists and social scientists especially have started to say that we are living in post-human era where machine is more dominant and human beings are less. And as a result, we need to bring in the interconnectivity of hybrid systems where human is also working, machine is also working, and human is taking help from the machine and machine is supporting him. So both are working hand in hand in order to bring secured betterness in the researches of future time. Literature, therefore, would become a site, as it has always been, a site for different types of debates, for feminism, for Marxism, for socialism, and so many other isms, and currently eco criticism. Right now, we are understanding that post human inquiry will be the next debate in literature. And as a result, AI would blur boundaries between human and machine. And so, there will be a shift between the AI and the human working, and as a result, new notions of identity and agency would occur. I think it will become even more democratic. Researches in literature would become even more democratic. That means people with the minds can work on literature and can produce researches and can analyze and interpret the things even better. So far, researches in literature, superior minds would not be required. Rather, any average mind, by taking the help of the machine, would be able to conduct the researches. So, that will be the type of change that possibly may occur because of the post human condition. If we look at the theoretical way, how have different theorists or critics or philosophers have responded to this? For example, first of all, Donna Haraway, she has given the metaphor of cyborg. That cyborg will be a powerful machine having the power of internet and the data sources and would be able to enter into the arena of research as well. Catherine Hale says information models of humanity, that now different models will be created that human beings have created, but out of these models, researches would be possible, interpretation would be possible. Rosie Bradotti says that we shall be facing some kind of ethical problem in the post human age. Yes, this ethical problem has been all the time there, but now it will be even more. And therefore, it will be a problem in frameworks applied to AI and literature. That is the debate that would take place. Everything will continue, but the theorists also point out a new debate would be initiated whether AI and literature are one or they are different from each other and how they can function in the post human age. Something will have to be devised for this purpose. There will be a lot of ethical and epistemological concerns. For example, algorithmic biases and cultural dominances would be something important. There will be the risk of reducing literature to quantification only, because this AI thing will definitely recognize the patterns, but it would be more quantifying the things in order to make it understood towards itself, and after that, it could present anything to the human mind. So there will be need to preserve aesthetic and effective dimensions. Aestheticism is not the part of the machine. A car, a beautiful model of the car, is not developed by the mechanic. It is the aesthetician who would come forward to make it as beautiful as possible. So, machine produced and machine helped researches would not have the aesthetic element in it. We will be facing challenges in order to preserve the aesthetics of literature and its research. So, for this purpose, it will be very much important to create a type of balance between the utility and the limitations. So, what possible future directions would come up because of all the situation? That researches would become, as they are gradually becoming, interdisciplinary. All the disciplines would be in collaboration with each other in producing as best researches as possible. AI definitely would be the part of researches as a tool for inclusivity and critique. It means that it will be a helpful tool to conduct researches and analyze the things. So it will be the part and parcel of our future researches. We cannot avoid it. And literature would become a site for reflecting humanity's technological entanglement. We will be not only getting benefit, but also this type of research would show how much we are freely and independently conducting researches and how much we are engaged and entangled with the kind of machine and the tool that we are using. The best way would be to balance innovation with ethics. So, in that way, it will be possible to continue even if the post human era has started and is going on.